Osho's teachings, though widely celebrated for their freshness and irreverence, have attracted sustained critique from scholars and traditionalists who argue that his grasp of Indian philosophy and spirituality often remains superficial, idiosyncratic, and even counterproductive. Osho's deconstructive zeal targeted virtually every religious and philosophical institution: Vedic ritualism, Buddhist austerities, Upanishadic metaphysics. Yet, according to one critic, he proved a bull in the china house of religion and spirituality. While he demolished established frameworks, he offered little systematically coherent alternative. His new man remains an appealing dream more than a realizable model for spiritual praxis. Traditional Indian spiritual culture places high value on faith, balanced by reason and disciplined practice. Osho's frequent rejection of logical argumentation in favor of experiential insight often veered into outright anti-intellectualism. From a traditionalist vantage, authentic mystical paths engage with suffering, self-sacrifice, and moral discipline alongside ecstatic joy. Osho, by contrast, elevated Ananda, or bliss, as the sole criterion of the real, effectively sidelining doctrines of renunciation, ethical precepts, celibacy, and metaphysical depth. Critics argue this aesthetic orientation risks hedonization of mysticism, turning spirituality into a perpetual festival that ignores the world's darker realities. Osho redefined core ideas in ways alien to their traditional moorings. For example, he recast renunciation not as withdrawal from the world, but as a journey to joy bliss through ego transcendence. While innovative, such reinterpretations often lack grounding in any sustained study of Vedic, Vedantic, or Tantric sources, and risk reducing centuries of nuanced practice to catchy slogans. Although Osho professed a neutral, universal spirituality that transcended cultural or national identities, scholars have shown that his commentary consistently employs a modernized Vedantic epistemology. This undeclared framework subtly conditions his teachings, contradicting his claim of offering a truly emancipatory path free of doctrinal bias. Indian traditions typically interweave inner transformation with an ethical and social ethos: compassion, nonviolence, service, and celibacy. Osho's emphasis on personal liberation and living dangerously often downplayed communal responsibilities and moral discipline. Critics note that this contributed to tensions, both within his ashrams and with wider society, undermining the possibility of a holistic yogic life integrated with Dharma. In sum, Osho's imaginative reworking of Indian philosophy may inspire many at an emotional level, but it often lacks the depth, rigor, and respect for tradition that characterize classical Indian spiritual paths. His iconoclasm and focus on blissful experience while arresting have left him open to charges of being a poor reconstructor whose imaginary interpretations neither do justice to nor truly advance India's millennia-old quest for wisdom.